what time it is, because it is One Piece discussion time. First of all, I need my hat. Alright, now that that's settled, we can start. As you see in the title, I'm going to be talking about Shanks' role in the future of One Piece, which is basically chapter 787 and beyond. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, with Shanks' role, I haven't put much thought into this, but from what I'm assuming is Shanks is not going to play a role for a long time, but I have other ideas. With the arc of basically Dressrosa ending, and as I've said in other discussion videos, how Luffy and Law are going to come after other Yonkos, I have a feeling Shanks might play a role actually sooner than everybody thinks. Now, Oda is probably saving Shanks for a big role in probably the final arc of One Piece, but before that, I have a feeling that we will see Shanks within the next 100 to 200 chapters of One Piece. And by what I'm saying by this is that after this arc, obviously I feel like Luffy and Law are I feel like we have been leading up to this is Luffy and Law are going after another Yonko, and there's going to be some sort of more added to their lines. I feel like they're going to see Law's crew again, and they may do a quick stop at Zone, and that's it. And after they drop off Kinemon and his crew, and they get rid of Caesar, and I mean, they're gonna go after Big Mom or Kaido, but mainly Big Mom, because, as I've said in other discussion videos, that Sanji and Nami and Brook and Chopper have been captured, and Luffy's gonna want to go after them, and when going after them, I have a feeling they're gonna be so just, they can't do anything to stop basically these big players such as Big Mom, and when they're taking on these big players, they're going to need firepower themselves, and when Luffy's cornered, we've seen it now, we see Doflamingo cringe, let me repeat myself, cringe at the power of Kaido. What can Luffy do? If Doflamingo can stand up against Luffy's Gear 4th techniques, he can still stand. Let me repeat myself. Gear 4th, Doflamingo takes a Leo Bazooka straight to the gut, and he's still standing. Luffy's strongest technique of what we know so far, and Doflamingo is still standing. What can that do to Kaido? What can that do to Kaido? Just what can it do? We have no idea, essentially. But this is where Shanks comes in. He's going to hear about this. Obviously, everyone's going to hear about this. Obviously Luffy's going to announce, I'm going after Yonko, and everybody on Dressrosa is going to hear it. And whether or not, I still have a feeling, even after Luffy takes out Doflamingo, Doflamingo will still somehow be alive. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling he will escape, and he will play another role after Dressrosa. But this is all just a theory, so who knows? He could die, essentially. And I do have a feeling Law will stab and kill him later. And I feel like Law will give the kill blow just by after he's down, after Luffy has given that finishing blow, just stab him just to feel good about himself, Law. I don't know. Just as I was saying, let's get back to Shanks. Now, with what Shanks can do, Shanks will come into the play where Luffy and Law are taking on Big Mom, and obviously he's going to hear about that because all the Yonkos are essentially somewhat connected to each other, and when he knows Luffy's going after him, he knows Luffy can't do anything because we saw against Akainu, he couldn't stand a chance. I mean, we saw his chest was burned, but I do have to say, this was before he did have Haki, or he knew other techniques that we have seen, such as Gear 4th, and this was during the pre-time skip, so that wasn't very accurate of how he would do, but I do have a feeling he would stand a better chance against Akainu, but he would just have to be very careful, because, well, I mean, you get hit with lava, bro, you are dead. You are dead. Luffy got lucky because he had his rubber skin and stuff, and it just burned the rubber, and he has that X on his chest. But what can he do if he goes full head on? I mean, he can't take that many strikes against Akainu. But I'm sorry, I'm off. Now, as I've as I've been leading up to, Shanks's role, Shanks will come in and help Luffy. Now, I feel Shanks is tied with Blackbeard because we saw Akainu really couldn't do anything against Shanks, and it was just for a couple seconds, and they gave in. And after giving in, I mean, we don't even know Shanks' full power, actually, and, like, we saw, even with one arm, this is just with one arm. If he had both his arms again, he'd be probably unstoppable. The only other person stronger than him would probably be Gold D. Roger himself, but since he's dead, he can't really do that. Excuse me, but Shanks will come in and probably save Luffy in this next arc. Now, this is just a theory. Oda might not do this because he is saving Shanks for a bigger role than this, but I do feel this is a very important plot in the One Piece storyline, and this is something that should be addressed, in my opinion. And I feel Shanks would put it would just hype the train, put everybody on that hype train of One Piece. Everybody would be like, Shanks is back! Shanks is back, guys! Shanks is back! Yeah! And obviously myself included, and just seeing Shanks play a role in the next arc when Luffy and Law are taking on the Yonko of probably Big Mom, because as I've addressed before, Luffy's probably going to go after his crew, because Big Mom probably captured them, and he wants Luffy to do something for her. And obviously Shanks will have to take her down, because as we've seen, Luffy can't really do anything against the Yonko, even with Law. Law was damaged. He did take like 3-4 bullets to the stomach, and we didn't really see Law's full strength there. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think Shanks will play a big role in the next arc? I don't know, but peace out, guys.